What if I told you there's a legal way to take money from your company, but without paying tax? Would you do it? Well, there is a way that makes this possible, but it's so easy to completely mess this up and leave yourself £1,000 out of pocket by mistake. This is something any UK director can do, but most have no idea this exists, and even if they do use it, they're doing it completely wrong and triggering tax without even realizing it. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to take money out of your company tax-free, whether this is actually legal, and most importantly, what the catch is, so you don't end up getting stung with a tax bill later on down the line. Now you might be wondering, is this better than just paying myself a salary or a dividend? Well, the thing is, if you take a salary from your company, you're paying income tax and national insurance, which is money that you're never going to see again. If you take dividends, yeah, sure, you don't pay national insurance, but you're still hit with dividend tax. But using this method, you can take money out of your company without paying income tax, without paying national insurance, and without paying dividend tax. Although this is one of the most powerful ways to access your company's cash, it doesn't mean that you should forget about paying yourself a salary and dividends. The method that we're going to be talking about in this video is best used in combination with a salary and dividends to ensure you're being as tax efficient as possible. If you love tax tricks like this and love paying as little tax as possible, then I'm actually giving away 30 ways in 30 days for you to slash your own tax bill. All you need to do is join my email list using the link below. Most people don't realize that your company is a completely separate legal entity. So when you take money out of it, it's actually like borrowing money from someone else. But when you're the director of that company, you can think of it like taking food from the fridge at work. If you take some food from the fridge at work and eat it, unless you replace it with some more food, next time you're at work and you're hungry, you're not going to have anything to eat. Also, you can't just help yourself to whatever food's in that fridge. Because if you do, Sandra in HR will be fuming if you nick a jam sandwich. So instead, what you do is you write your name on your food. This is exactly what a director's loan is. Labeling the funds that you're taking from the business as a director's loan tells HMRC that it's not salary, it's not dividends, this is just a loan that I'm taking out and I'll replace it later. It doesn't actually matter how you use his money either. You can use it for personal things, investments, even holidays. And guess what? This is completely tax-free, but there are some rules. So can you borrow as much as you want for the director's loan account and never pay tax? Well, you sort of can, but there is a timer ticket. So let's say you take out £10,000 from your company today. You don't pay income tax and you don't pay dividend tax. At first glance, it can look like free money. HMRC gives you 9 months after year end to pay it back. And if you don't, then you trigger something called Section 455 tax, which is nearly 35%. But if you repay it within those 9 months, then congratulations, you've just used your company's money completely tax-free. It's like if you did steal Sandra's jam sandwich. She might say you got a week to bring her a new one, or she'll be sending you a bill. If you bring her a new one, well, you're all good. But if not, then you'll be faced with a pointless fine that could have been easily avoided. So what can go wrong when you borrow money from your director's loan account? Well, I had a client who borrowed 12k from his company to pay for a last-minute big holiday. He thought he'd just pay it back at some point, whenever he felt like it. But it ended up costing him £4,000 in extra tax. So here's what happens when people get sloppy with a director's loan account. Some people do just see this as completely free money and they borrow, but with no plan to repay it. Then before you know it, the 9-month deadline's passed and they've triggered the extra tax. And that's not all. If you borrow over £10,000 and you don't pay interest on it, then HMRC sees this as a benefit in kind. And that means you pay income tax on it and the company pays extra national insurance too. And even worse, if you repay the loan just before the deadline and then take it out again shortly after, HMRC can hit you with the bed and breakfasting rules. Think of it like replacing Sandra's sandwich and then eating it again the next day. She's going to be even more fuming and not let you get away with it. This is exactly what happens with HMRC. They see straight through it and tax you anyway. So what seems like a cheeky tax trick can backfire fast if you don't play it properly. So how do you avoid problems with a director's loan account and get away with paying 0% tax completely legally? Well, smart directors don't just borrow money. They do it with a plan. You should only borrow what you can repay. If you know you've got profits coming, this is great, but if cash is tight, don't treat the company like a bottomless pit of money. You should always repay the money within 9 months of your company's year end. This is so important and can save you having to pay out thousands of pounds in tax. And remember, your company needs to charge interest if the loan goes over £10,000. Even a small interest charge makes it seem like a legit loan in HMRC's eyes. Use HMRC's official rate or go slightly above to stay safe. You should definitely avoid getting caught out with the bed and breakfasting rules. If you repay and reborrow, then wait at least 30 days in between. Or better yet, leave a chunk unpaid to show that it's not a full reset. You also need to be keeping clean records. Treat it like a real loan. Make a spreadsheet, track the repayments, and if HMRC ever asks, you've got proof that it was all above board. Done right, this becomes a powerful tax strategy. Done wrong, it becomes a very expensive jam sandwich. Now you know how to take money out of your company completely tax-free. But have you ever wondered how billionaire business owners manage to pay less tax than everyone else? Well, if you watch this video right here, then I break down exactly how Elon Musk avoids paying tax and how you can too.